Welcome everyone. We are live and we are here for a live Q&A session with Serge. How you doing, Serge?
I'm okay, very well. Excellent. How are you, Barry?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Guys, we got a
Thank you.
lot to get through today. Lots of questions coming in, which are going to be answering throughout today's session. Before we do get started, I just want to welcome everyone. And let's just see who's in the room, guys. Let's see who we got here. Welcome to Nancy, to Brad, to Terry. And we got Alex in the room. Alfredo's here. Jody's in the room. Rick is here. Nicole is here. Good to have you guys here. Alex, Joseph, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Whoa, look at Alex. Here's an update from Alex. Remember, Alex has been making some really good sales. Just wanted to inform again that with my last conversation with eBay a couple of days ago, ended up with them raising my monthly limit to 2,200 items or $140,000 per month, whichever comes first. Already solved at $1,407, 5 sales yesterday. Okay, so Alex is going absolutely bonkers with eBay, and eBay are likewise going bonkers with Alex. So this is very, very, very good news. Thanks for that update, Alex. And guys, feel free to share with us your update and let us know where you guys are holding. All right, so, and we got Sam. And by the way, guys, Sam is now clad up with a brand new Blue Yeti microphone. So despite the fact he's in a wonderful dungeon, it's a beautiful apartment, but it is like dungeon like where he is in the old city. Hopefully we can hear him slightly more clearly. Let's bring on Sam. How you doing, Sam?
I'm doing well. Can everybody hear me loud and clear?
We can hear you loud and clear. By the way, if you on the back of the Yeti, Sam, there's 4 different functions, and I got mine set on the second from the right. Check if you move it to the second to the right and see if it gets even clearer. Just try one more time. You move that to the second to the right and see if we can hear another sentence. See if it gets even better. Go on, try one more time.
How is it now?
It's okay. I think it's more your location than the microphone, but it's certainly a lot better than it was last week. We are moving great.
How about now?
That's good. All right, let's do it, guys. Let's all just do a quick test, 10 seconds. All right, do a talk to us one and say 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll tell you which one is the best.
1, 2, 3, 4.
They're all very similar, to be honest. I think it's just.
4.
I think number 1 is a little bit better than the other 2. 4, says Nikki. We got a resident expert here. Okay, so Donald's telling us that eBay's raised his limits from 100 to 1,000 after I told them that I was working with B Global. So that's Donald. That's excellent. And Terry is asking Alex whether all those sales that you're just generating, is it all from B Global or is it other products as well? Okay, great to be back, says Fortune, says brilliant course. Thank you very much. Les also says that 1 is better there. Okay, we've got an argument between 1 and 4. All right, you guys decide. Anyway, we'll figure this out with Sam. All right, let's get started right away with your questions. I'm going to do a little 2-minute introduction. Let me get to it from the beginning. Let me just swap the presenter view. I'm going to press play. Hopefully you guys will be able to see my screen. 1 second. I have to make myself the presenter, of course. So let me just make myself the presenter, and then we should be able to. Oh, are you already seeing my screen, guys? Can you see it? No, you can't. Somehow I got to make myself a presenter. It's not allowing me to. Give me 1 second. Very strange behavior, if I may say so. Recording. Share my webcam. You don't need that. Maybe Sam, you can do it. If you click on me, if you right click on my IMRS team, if you just right click on me, can you click on that and make me presenter? All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make you presenter, Sam. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make you presenter, Sam. You could ignore that. Don't press no, and then I can go and make myself presenter. 1 second, guys. It's not allowing me. Make presenter. How's that? All right, guys, we are back in the land of the living. All right, let's get into this right away. So, guys, please feel free to write any questions that you have, questions that you think are important for you, that would benefit yourself and benefit other people as well. Feel free to share, ask those questions. This is your hour, guys. We're here to answer your questions. Just to let you know, on Monday, we've got another special training that's coming up. And I'm very happy because Dotan, who's the CEO of B Global, he's a very shy guy. He doesn't do his webinar. He's been on every single webinar we've ever done, and he's never spoken once. Anyway, he's agreed to share with us some insights. I know a bunch of you guys have got some questions also about the live event. But even if you're not coming to the live event, just to let you know a little bit about Dotan, he's not just the CEO of B Global, but he himself, the reason why B Global has such a wonderful relationship with eBay is because he was a very successful eBay seller. I mean, this is a guy that was doing many, many seven figures, had like 20 or so stores, so he knows about multiple accounts, all right, knows about diversifying, and he's agreed he's going to be joining us. He is a very shy person, but an incredible eBay mind. In fact, there's no one like him. Seriously, he's like almost in where we live. Someone's just taken the screen away from me. I have to get that back. Whoever stole it away from me. Here we go. Yeah, so he is almost like a legend. He built a tremendous relationship with eBay, excuse me, which is obviously very, very important. And it's because of that he was able to build B Global and create this relationship that's happening, that's helping all of you guys. So this is something that's happening on Monday, and he knows exactly what it takes to win with B Global. He's got access to all of the accounts. He's the one that keeps on telling us about people making sales. He's analyzing all of you guys one by one, and he's going to give you a virtual kick up the backside for those of you that are not yet making sales. And most importantly, he really is focusing on us, on our community, to help you guys sell. That is the key to everything, is your ability to make really significant sales, because of course that relationship with eBay has allowed us to get started and allowed us to get all the benefits, but the true benefits only going to be when you guys are making significant money. Alex, you're doing great, but we want to see people like many Alexes. We've seen quite a few interesting stories. Alex, yours is very good, but we need to seriously increase that and increase that. So please, guys, if everyone can make a time for Monday, I believe it's either 2 or 3 p.m. I don't remember which one. We'll send an email about it, but please try and join us. It's important that all of our members are there in honor of Dotan. All right, so now back to the Q&A. Just before we get to that, guys, new videos again have been added today, this entire week. Serge has been added, updating some videos based on questions people were asking, adding new videos, and we've got 2 very, very interesting videos that you've added today, Serge. Serge, can you just give us like a little overview about what is it you've added today and why today's videos are so important to the plan of building out this eBay business?
Yes, of course. Today I listed a video that's about promoting listing. It's how to use eBay to get advertising, free advertising, so you don't have to pay anything. It's a very easy and short video. It shows you how you can promote every single list in your account, and that will get more exposure. And basically what happens is that you can just go and choose, either you go for every single list or a few list products in your account, and once you create that promoting listing, that's what will happen is that you choose how much percentage you want to give to eBay in case you're going to sell on top of whatever we pay the commission. So it's nice. You can build this up in the price. I think it's a good thing at the beginning, at least to get more sales. And that what happened, you will see that once you're going to get a few sales, it's just going to start trigger more entries of buyers into your account. It's a very simple and easy steps to follow. There's no upfront payment. And the second video I've added, it's how to list variation products in your account. So if you, for example, want to put products sizes, clothing, small, medium, and large, it explained to you in easy way how to choose this type of product from B Global and list them in our account. It's very easy. Yesterday I started teaching, I made a video yesterday about Seller Hub, and it's something that's really important that will help you about the trend, how to find the product that are the, because there's so many products on B Global. You want to know what are the right type of product to list currently on eBay. then there's a video about that that I've listed yesterday. It's very helpful.
Just a little update from our friend Alex, that he says that 3 of his sales actually came from promoted listings. So this is just a guy. I mean, I've seen this before, you know, in other programs, that you have people like this, and I'd love each and every one of you to pick this up. Alex is just like, he's not really overthinking it. He says, you know, he's seeing these videos. Serge has added some videos. Alex is just applying it. Does he know what he's necessarily doing? Maybe not. Maybe he has 101 questions, but he's suppressing the questions and just doing it. You know what, guys, I just want to do maybe 2 minutes. Alex, do you have a microphone? Do you have a microphone as good as Sam's? That's the big question everyone's asking. Okay, I want to get some feedback here from Alex, because I think this is going to be, again, helpful to you guys. This is a guy that just, you know, is going for it. And is making sales. Let's see if he's got a mic. Yes, I do. We could actually do like a duo, the magic duo, Barry and Alex. How are you doing, Alex?
Hi, Barry. I'm doing fine. Thank you. How are you today?
Very, very, very good. So, Alex, great to hear your voice again. Share with us what the hell's going on with you. And I want to get more into your mindset, because that, for me, is the most interesting thing. Because it sounds like you just don't give a damn. You're just going to do this. And you're just going to do it, and you're going to push until you build a really ridiculous business. So first of all, tell us a little bit about what's going on. Give us some highlights for our other members to be able to take home and apply themselves. What is it you're doing that's working for you?
Well, actually, all I'm doing that is working for me is just applying what I have on the store and through B Global. I noticed that they put the e-bot section on there. So what I do is just go pick up some products from there, and I just kept on listing. Then I ran out of my my bandwidth, and so I called them up. I've been calling them up like every other day.
Okay.
When I
and then
call
what's that give you? Yeah.
I do want to inform, especially those of us that are in the US. I know we're in the US, but the US eBay team are not that much helpful. So when you do call and you get to the US office, because they route you all the time you call. So when they route you to our US office, people eBay US, just know that you should be be ready for what you get, because they are not very, very generous in removing limits. You know, they will tell you all the story of wanting to see how you're going to perform. If you're in the US, just wait until about 11:25, 11:30. Call that number, and it's going to take you to either Asia or the Philippines. And those,
Hold on,
I mean,
11:30 at night. We'll just be clear. 1:30, 11:30 at night.
PM.
Is that what you're... Yeah. Okay.
11:30 p.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. Call that time, and you're going to get to the Asian team, and those guys dole out. I mean, they just love on you. They just love on you with limits increase. So, and they've been doing that for me all the time. And as of a couple of days ago, I did speak with the US team. The US team now saw that the Asian team had already increased my limit to 1,500, and they just went ahead and they just gave me another extra on top of that. So that's
smart.
Now,
that is very smart. So go to bed a little bit late, guys. After 11:30, you'll be speaking to the Far East team, and those guys are generous. And they took you from what limitation to what limitation did they take you?
They took me to 1,500, and so when I dropped with them and I waited a couple of hours, when I woke up in the morning from my office location, I called the US team here, and the US team gave me another 1,000. So as I'm speaking to you right now, I'm on 2,000. I think I'm 2,700 limit. You know, with my update that I gave you, I see that my numbers were off a little bit, and then they gave me a maximum of $140,000 just for a month. You know, when I spoke to them last night, so the girl was laughing and said, "We just increased your limit a couple of hours ago." I said, "Well, I know, but I don't have space because I'm selling high-end products from B Global. I do have 1,295 items to be listed, and I'm on $18 already, so I need to fill in my store with I knew I was just cracking up, but it didn't increase it, so I'm leaving it today. I'm gonna wait up until about 11:30 tonight, and I'm gonna call the Asian team again because I know they'll definitely increase it.
That's so funny. Okay, so that is a brilliant insight, guys. This is brilliant. Okay, do you have another insight for us? I'm going to dive into your head in a second, Alex. What else have you got for us? What else is like working for you? Or are you just, you mentioned that 3 of your sales yesterday, or was it today, came from promoted listings? So you basically
Yes.
just went through Serge's videos, just applied it. I don't care, give it a shot, and it's working for you.
I'll tell you this, I didn't wait for Serge to make the videos. He talked about it at our last webinar, and
Yeah.
he was talking about promoted listing. So I just went to eBay and I'm reading. And the thing is, eBay, when you go to their advertising section, when you click the help, they give you all this, just read through what they have. Then I saw in my email that they said I have a free extension of my limit by 200. I can list 200 extra without paying on them. So I went in there, so I'm reading, I said, okay, this guy talked about promoted listing, so I just put it in the search, in the eBay search, and promoted listing just came up. I clicked on it, it took me to this tiny little video. I watched it, it was like, come on. And so I was waiting for them to tell me how much it was gonna be. So when I clicked on it, and they were explaining that I don't have to pay anything, that I only pay when I sell. And they can only pay whatever percentage that I indicate. I said, oh my Lord, just as Serge said. So I said, you know what? Then I read the option. They had 3 options. They have the first option on the top says that you allow them to optimize for you, and you pay extra above whatever the percentage is on that product across the board. So if it's $7, if it's 7%, you pay 7.1%. So I chose that option. So when I clicked and initiated the promoted listing, they said I have to wait like about 24 to, I think it's 24 hours if I remember correctly. I didn't wait. I just refreshed after clicking OK. I waited for a couple of minutes. I just said, you know what? Let me just check if this thing is working. When I refreshed my my page, I already had 70 something. I lied. I had 46. I had 46 impressions already. I'm like, is it the eBay staff that is trying to look at my store already? Let me refresh again. When I refresh again, I was on 150. I think 152. In less than an hour, I was already getting clicks. I was like, okay, this is working. So yesterday I was out and about, and I looked on my phone. I had 5 sales already in the evening. So I went to do my research, and I saw that 3 of them came from my promoted listing. So guys, the point being this: don't only wait to watch search videos. At the same time, just get on eBay. There's a lot of, just play around. You have your store running on, just play around there while you're watching search. Sometimes I just go back and I repeat the webinar, because I know Barry and the rest of you're talking, but in between the lines, you miss certain things out of excitement. Watch them again. You always pick up 1 or 2 things. That's all I've been doing. I've really not been doing anything. All I've been doing is I go there, sit on B Global, and I'm checking all the products for eBoss on the eBoss section. There are tons of it, and I'm just picking the ones I'm listing. That's all I'm doing.
Alex, just a couple of questions to you, and you're 1 week even further into it than you were last time, but share with everyone. The question, I think the most common question people ask is, oh, the products, I was doing my research and I found some of the products can be found cheaper elsewhere. Yes, I'll be honest with you guys. And based on statistics, you may find 30–40% of products. You may be able to find them cheaper elsewhere. It doesn't even make a difference. But I just want to hear your perspective about that, because are the products you're selling the ones that are way cheaper than anyone else, that you've just done research and you found those, or you're just letting fly? I know you're into the higher end computer stuff, and it's just working for you, and you're not even really searching in terms of pricing. How's that working for you?
Now, this is what I've done. I know Serge said we should start selling low, and make some sales before we go high. What I did is I went ahead and I did, in the beginning, I did what Serge said. So I went to the collectibles. So I picked up, $7, $8, $10, maximum I think was 35, and I started listing those. And I told myself, what do I need to do? I'm into SEO, keyword research and all that. So you know what? I'm just going to throw my net wide. So I'm going to do a multi-store like I did on Shopify. So what I did is I went from category to category. I picked every product in there. I'll just, click on it. It brings the page up. I just put them on there. So, and I said, okay, search also said that if you get to 100 products, go for a store. So, I mean, I just went in there and I searched and I took the basic thing and I put up my store. So as I'm listing, it's showing up on my store. And as I'm speaking to you right now, I think I have 900 products, that are on my store. And it's just multifaceted. There's no particular order. I'm just, but the thing I noticed is this: when I go to my active listing and I check on them, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
People are looking at all of them. So in my opinion, in my case, is I tell myself, you know what?
The
This
bigger
is
the
not
store.
niche. Yeah, this is not niche specific. This is like people from all over, because human beings have, there's a saying that as we differ, as our faces differ, so our characters differ. So
Mm-hmm.
people are going and searching for whatever they're interested, and eBay is serving them wherever they come from, whatever they're looking for, that ties into the keyword that however their algorithm is calculating, and is showing them my product. So I have 10 views. I have like 5 people watching on a yoga mat that I put there. They're like 5 people watching it, waiting on it. And I said, what are you guys waiting for? And eBay is telling me, just make them an offer. Tell them you're going to go down on your price. I'm like, no, I'm going to let them wait.
Wonderful. Just a
So
wonderful story.
I'm just having fun
Just
with
one
this,
more
man.
question for you, Alex. You've been about the block. You mentioned that you've tried Shopify, you've tried other things. Where do you see
Yes.
this, especially in conjunction with B Global, where you got all these products? Where does this rate in terms of you believe is, for those members that haven't yet taken action? Can you share with them perhaps just one moment of inspiration of why this is working for you, and why compared to everything else that's out there, why this is totally unique, and why they have an opportunity they really should not be leaving. I mean that I want this to enter their hearts, because there are people that have a hard time getting started. You know what it's like. Maybe they have a different mentality from you, and they're thinking, oh, what? Maybe I'll go and check out something else. What can you tell them about this that can get them focused and just razor focused to be able to have the sort of breakthrough that you've had in the last couple of weeks?
Okay, I will say this. I mean, I speak for myself, but I hope you help somebody. But the point is, there's what we call the shiny object syndrome, and I'm like number one. I put myself on the list. I always put myself and buy high-end products. So courses like this, and I've bought a ton. If I had the opportunity to relive my life on this journey that I'm on, I will go to every single person that I've paid thousands of dollars, recurring, and get all my dime back. And I would say, if anyone is on the call or bought this course, please, please, please don't buy anything else. Don't even buy a $27. Don't even buy a warrior whatever platform, $5. Don't buy anything else. Use that money and buy yourself into, either you get yourself a store, or just use it to go drink coffee, to keep yourself awake, and get on to Be Global, pick up stuff there and just keep listening. Pick up your phone and call these eBay associates. They're waiting for you just to say hello. I mean, they're so bored, they want to talk to people. And the key is, I am with Be Global. We are a US-based company. I mean, we work with US-based companies and manufacturers and the distributors. And they like the word 2-day shipping, 2 to 3 day shipping. So I don't want to do anything that is going to keep my customers waiting. I just need to make sure that it's there, they buy it, and it gets to them quickly and safely. They love it. So, oh yeah, they start smiling. And the next thing, boom, they increase. So I digress. I'm excited. Sorry. But the point is, do not buy anything else. And if you make the mistake of saying you want to, oh, I don't like this course, it's saying I'm not selling. No. That will be the biggest mistake for 2019 and for the years to come. Stick with this, and you and I will tell this story. I've been doing e-commerce since 2005, in the days that I just put up a web page and I Google AdSense and I'm making money. And those days, I mean, for some people it's still here, but it's not for me. Done Amazon, done eBay, left in 2006 and came back just with eButs. Did Shopify. I mean, done it all, been there, done that. That's the cliche, right? But this is working for me. This is working for me. It's like unbelievable. Oh my Lord. This is like, don't even share the news with anyone. If eBoss is gonna close the doors. I mean, we are in.
You
Just
guys have got a
keep
massive
it.
advantage, that's for sure. This is the beginner's advantage, guys. We've opened the doors to our internal membership, and you guys have got the beginner's advantage. We're getting new products just for eBus buyers and members. You're going to get like 2 weeks above anyone else within the B Global platform. Anyway, appreciate you, Alex, and very much. You've got a great personality, and I just hope my one prayer that for everyone here, and I mean this, is that the inspiration that Alex has got from this program and is applying, that it should seep into every single one of you. If that happens, you guys will be sending us love letters. My wife will be jealous. That's what we need to do. You need to send us love letters about how much success that you're having. And thank you, Alex. I'd love you to report back for us, give us another update maybe in a week from now.
Will do. Thank you so much.
You're good man. Thank you, Alex.
I want to say, if you give me the opportunity, I just want to say thank you to you, eBoss Group and Team Barry, to Serge. I mean, you. I don't know, but there's something about Serge's voice and the way he talks, and the confidence and the way he presents those. You guys are like, I don't know. It's just the time. I mean, we know there's always a season and a time for everything. This is the time, and I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to you guys.
You deserve it, man. You took action, you trusted us, and we don't take that lightly. Honestly, you have lots of opportunities with JVZoo, as you mentioned, and Warrior Forums and all the rest of it, and you guys have trusted us, which is why we're going to give back to you 10 times anything we ever said we would. People do have some questions for you, actually, Alex. Guys, just give me it right in the chat box. Yes, if you'd like me to field some questions to Alex, since this is like really fresh, he's one of you, and right, no, if you want to carry on. I just want to this is a democracy. Alex, do you mind answering a couple of questions?
No. Like I said, I am
all
not
right.
the type.
People loving this.
Yeah, I just
Serge, this is okay? Serge, you okay with this?
Absolutely, definitely.
Alex is your student, so it's really you, someone speaking in your name, so it's all the same thing. Okay, 100%. Pricing. How did you figure out in terms of pricing that you're going to use for the sales that you've generated?
I didn't actually overthink for the pricing, that I can tell you. What I did is I went into B Global, and when I looked at the prices and for the eBus course, Serge used 15 and 20%. That is, I just carbon copy. I didn't change a thing. So I have B Global 15, I have B Global 20. But what I did is I started with the 15 and I moved to the 20. Then I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna mismatch them. Pick 50 for this batch, 15 for this batch, and pick 20 for the other batch. And that's all I've been doing. So if you get to my product, you'll see some that has a 15%, the other ones have a 20%. I just left it at that. I just pick, choose. That's all I've been doing. I don't overthink it. I'm not really, thinking about what profit at this point. I just want to make sure in my mind that I do generate a lot of sales and just get my name out there for eBay to see that I'm generating more sales. That's all I'm doing.
I hope the mindset that Alex is expressing, that is the most important thing, right? It's every time we're asking the questions, I almost knew what he was going to say. I'm not overthinking it. Serge said something, I just followed it almost blindly, right? I'm just doing it. Okay, that's it. Yes. Not overthinking. This is, guys, if Serge is telling you to do something, he's doing it from years and years of experience. If there's something that is new from B Global, he is interacting with Dotan, who's generated millions of dollars of eBay sales as well, and is giving back information. Serge is not sending you stuff that he's not 100% sure about. So guys, you just follow it. It's stuff that works for people that are making a lot of money. You deserve to get there as well. Okay, a question from Rick Levine. Can you ask Alex if he is doing SEO work on his titles or just listing them as it is?
No, I did not, have not. Let me not say did not. I have not done any more SEO work of keyword optimization on my platform. I'm saying my title and my tags. No, all I do is I just transfer the products away from when the lister carries it over from B Global to eBay. That's how I live it. I've not even done any tweaking or whatever. That's how it's been flying.
Ooh, you got
The next,
there's certainly
yeah,
more sales to be made by you, my friend. This is exciting that you're doing this without even going into the tactics of scaling, which is very
no,
interesting. Okay, but that's the next step. Hopefully, you're going to start getting into that, right?
yes, I will.
Okay. In terms of promoted listings, what percentage are you offering eBay? Obviously, it's a number between 1 and 20. How much are you offering them? You mentioned before that you're allowing them to
Yes, yes.
optimize.
If you get into eBay and you select the promoted listing, the first box, they have the three, there's one that you have to select and you make your own percentage, tell them. But when you pick the top one, the first one that eBay defaults to is they give you a list. If you click on the more information, it gives you of the global listings of the categories of products and the percentage that they put on it. And that box, when that box tells you if you allow or go with that particular setting, what it's going to do is if two people are bidding on a keyword or on a keyword for that particular product, if one person beats one, yours will always beat that person because they're going to add a percentage one above the person that is the highest bidder. So if you select that particular one, just be ready. You are agreeing to eBay and telling eBay, let me be the highest bidder. Now, it doesn't mean that people are bidding for 7% or whatever number they have there. But if somebody is bidding like, okay, it's a 7% category, and somebody is bidding 5, eBay is going to give them 5.1. I don't know how they do it, but yours will be the highest. So that's the one I selected. I told eBay, do this for me, because for me, I'm allowing them to do the work for me, from the point of view of SEO, rather than me trying to figure out their algo or their algorithm. So when I see that that is working for me, and already as of yesterday, from the 3 sales I got from their particular promotion, I know that it's working. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the method of scaling down. So once they put me up there, I know I already have that. I'm going to start reducing, and the way to do that is I'm going to go back and adjust that promoted listing and pick another option to make or give them my own percentage that I desire. That
Okay.
is when I get into that level of trying to now optimize for myself and see what works. But right now, I'm letting eBay just carry me along and help me learn their platform.
Great stuff. Now, feedback. How much feedback? I remember last time we asked you this question, it was like, oh, I don't think I did very much of that. But what's going on in terms of the feedback that you're getting?
Feedback from
clients, when you
from
originally.
clients. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's my feedback is this. I'll tell you guys, it's speed. There's something about delivery, speed of delivery from the sales that I've made. What I try to do is I don't sleep on them. Once I see that the sales come in, I just click on, I go back to the platform, go to my order, and I just follow and I click, and I pay through PayPal that is integrated into the monitor, and that's it. Then the next thing I check that is shipped. And one thing about it seems as if people don't even wait for their goods to arrive. Once they see that eBay sends them this notification that your good has been shipped, the next thing you see, somebody just comes and and they leave you a thank you. That was so fast. So I don't know whether they received it or not, or is eBay giving me the the uh, the review themselves or not, which I doubt. But there's something about the speed and the time of delivery from the time they buy to the
People are
time
happy.
people are happy to the time they receive that notification from, just like I do. I mean, eBay sent, your goods has been shipped, is on its way or something in that light. So that's about what I think it's making them happy. And also the product itself, because I have so far not received any refunds or anybody complain or, I don't want that again.
Wonderful.
So
Wonderful news all
that's all
around.
I can say for now.
Okay, now what types of products, you mentioned this before, but if you can just go in, I'm not sure how much detail you can or go into, but what type of products are you selling? When you said it's, I'm just throwing stuff in there, is it completely general that there's literally is no connection between products, or you really are focusing on at least in a general sense, some specific niche?
I have so far very much into electronics, and so I've been doing a lot of the computer stuff. And so what I do is I pick up most of the computer stuff. I've done the SSD, solid state drives, and I've done the photo, the digital photo, and I've done the baby clothing, and I've done the yoga section, and I've done the light and furniture section. I mean,
And it's
I
all in
just
one
go.
store. Everything's in one store.
Yes, I am doing a totally general store. It's not one niche store. It's just in a general niche store is what I have.
Wow. Okay, great. Guys, you any last questions for, okay, one final question I've got, Alex, and I've got something for you because I feel bad that, we're using your time, and I love the fact that our members are helping one another. But I want to do something for Alex. I'm going to do something for you guys. But Alex, are you coming to our live event in Las Vegas next month?
Oh yes, I plan to come. I kind of sent
you absolutely better be there, and we're going to give you a microphone and speak to me afterwards because you absolutely need to be there. And guys, this is the sort of point that I've been making for the last couple of days, that you need to get this show on the road. Every single person needs to get this traction. Once you get traction, you're unstoppable. I mean, Alex, I'm going to ask you one last question,
yes, sir.
because I know you have your own questions. At this point, without anything like crazy or any Hollywood types of dreams, realistically, do you now know that you can build the business that you deserve and desire with this? You can get there. It may take you a couple of months, may take you 3, 4, 5 months, whatever your goals are. But you absolutely confident now that you have found it, and this is something that you can build and build your make significant money from in terms of profit.
Yes, I will start an answer like this. I have been searching, and I mean, I've tried so many things for so many years, and I kid you not, this will be the first time I am actually telling myself that, you know what, no knowledge is lost, but this particular one is working. I mean, I am witness to it. I'm not reading any book. I'm not like in any webinar. I'm not traveling for any, this right now is working, and all I'm doing is actually following the roadmap that I'm being told to follow. It's working. And that's what I'm saying. Please just keep it within. Even if you raise the price, I say, don't sell this to nobody before we all kind of start messing it up, just like every other thing. But my point is, all I'm saying is, this is real. I am not departing from this. I know, I can almost tell that I don't really have to go do anything else outside of concentrating on this, turning over whatever income comes through this, and just growing this to the next level,
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful.
This is working for me. This is testimony, and I'm gonna keep singing this and talking about this as I'm doing it. It's not getting excited. Just stick with it and continue doing it. Talking about it really doesn't bring results. Just do it.
Do it. Nike got it right. Alex, you're an inspiration. You've made Zelda, by the way, very, very happy. Zelda, yes, Alex will be at the live event. That is a confirmation. So, Alex, you've made Zelda very, very happy indeed. Who's writing nice compliments. Okay, so wonderful. Back to Serge. And again, thank you, Alex, so much for that. You really are an inspiration. I hope for each and every one of you that has not taken action, that is the wake-up call, all right? Please, guys, allow me. Those who haven't yet taken enough action, is everyone committed to just following and doing? I want to hear it from you guys, especially from those who are not yet made a sell. Do we have a 100% in the chat box if you are committed to this process? Right? I want to hear a lot of you guys. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, I've made a sell, I've made a sell, I've made a sell. That's great. But we now need to get to the next level where you're getting daily sales, okay? Daily sales. Once we get to daily sales, we can talk about significant daily sales, and we can talk about scaling up. But guys, the key right now is your first sell and then daily sales. This is where we need to get to. All right, let's get to questions that have been coming in. And thank you, Sam, who's been posting to me in Skype. So I have them all lined up and appreciate it. Okay, Serge, what's the solution if my price and the products I'm selling are more expensive than other similar products on eBay?
Okay, so about that's one of the things we discussed it, and I spoke about this last week as well. It's not always the cheapest that will sell on eBay. The reason I'm saying this is because If that was the case, then only the Chinese sellers would have sold on eBay, and none of the other sellers will sell there, you know, because there is a stigma that everyone believes that everything that's cheap is from China, and that's not the case. So you can see today you've been introduced to promoted listing, and you understand that when you do promoted listing, you're basically offering eBay a percentage, so they will expose your products before they will expose another product. So when you are going to do promoted listing, you don't have to be the cheapest, because they will promote any product. They don't care if you are more expensive than anyone else. Okay, as long as they see that you are going to pay them more money, then for that they will make sure that you're going to be shown first, because they know they're going to make more money when you're going to sell the products. So they want to see that you are selling, because they will get more commission from you. So that's a good opportunity.
Excellent. All right, next question then. How do I find the right niche to choose? That's a good question. We got a great answer from Alex before. He's just going into electronics, and he's pretty much all over the place. He's saying yoga mats at the same time. But how do you choose the right niche? And I think, Sergio, we go into what Alex said. He's like just throwing products up there. Remind everyone your position in terms of one niche as opposed to a general store. And for those who want to be slightly more niche specific, I mean, are you recommending that? And if so, what niches are you recommending as being like great niches to go into?
I think like this. First of all, when you start, I would say you can try a couple of niches just to test and see which one is working the best for you. The other thing is that I always believe to follow the trend. I spoke briefly about this yesterday. What it means is, for example, today it's Valentine's Day. So like in my store, in my shops, what I do, I had products of Valentine's Day. That's what I was selling, okay, until now, but now it's over. But what you do is always look what is the next trend. It's winter, so I would also look at winter products. So look always to see what is the trend now, what type of product people are interested to buy at the moment currently. And the other thing is this, I've posted yesterday a video called the Seller Hub, and that explains about to find the trend. So in the Seller Hub, there's a feature on eBay. Everyone has it in his own account. It's free of charge, and you will see what are the trending products on eBay. It's very easy and simple to follow. So it's been posted yesterday. It's not even a long video, but it shows you exactly what works right now. What is the type of product you should consider listing in your account?
Okay, excellent. Next question coming in. Why are there no views or sales in my account? Now, I don't know specifically how many products this person's got in there, but let's presume they've got products up. I saw one person before saying, oh, I've added 50 products. I only made one sale. I saw someone say they've added 20 products. They haven't yet made a sale. Can you go into why some members are not seeing any views or sales in their account yet? What could be the reasons?
What I think is this. First of all, eBay want to see activity in your account. So they want to see that you are constantly listing items and you are busy with your account. And when they see that you're taking care of your account, then they will make sure that you're going to be seen and you're going to be found. Your shop's or your account will be found. So for that, it's important, number one, to regularly list items. Even if you don't have time every day, list at least 1 or 2 items every day, especially at the beginning. So you keep your account busy. I suggest if you don't have a lot of feedback, buy a few more products, at least once a week, just to keep your account active. And then the other thing is this, if you can, I would also suggest if there are certain title, if you could improve, maybe make them a little bit better. But I also saw, for example, I saw a member's account this week. It's important to diversify. So I saw, for example, a member account, someone who's just joined us in the group, and it's a person who had so many products of the same, and that person, for example, had the exact same product in like 50 different colors. And I think it's pointless, so try to diversify. You have one style of product, maybe you should put 3 or 4 and then test the other product. I wouldn't put 20 exact same product in different color or different sizes, because I don't think it's the right thing to do, in my opinion. You know, so try to have choices. And also, if you only have 20 or 30 items, that's not going to bring enough sales. You got to have more products in your account.
Perfect. A couple of people asking questions about upgrading accounts, multi-accounts. Those people are asking, I'm just curious if you were on yesterday's training, because yesterday's training, we actually spoke about this in terms of scaling. By the way, you just write in the chat box, yes, if you were there yesterday, no, if you were not there yesterday, because we actually focused quite a lot of the issues of scaling. Okay, so yes, so people are talking about multi-accounts, and we're talking about scaling up in terms of the Be Global account. Those of you, I can see a lot of people here were not here yesterday. Those of you that will be joining us at the live event, you're the first ones that we're going to be able to upgrade to multi-license. If you do want to get a multi-license, you would like to upgrade your Be Global account, I recommend that you send in a comment to Sam at support.umbrellaus.com. Sam, if you can put in the chat box the general URL that members can go to, please write to him if that is something that you'd like. It's very important that we organize this, because we have a special thing that's going on. We Be Global, and they want to make sure that this happens in the right order, that the right members are getting this, and therefore it needs to go through a central area. So if you are looking to make some sort of upgrade, you'd like to add more products into eBay, you'd like to have a multi-license, please reach out to Sam at reallysuccessful.com, or preferably to go to support. And if you wrote that into chat, let's just make sure it is there. There you go. Support at reallysuccessful.com is great. You can also send support at reallysuccessful.com. That will go to Sam and his team, and Sam will take care of those issues personally. So please, if that's something you are interested in, please reach out to him. Okay. By the way, I can see a bunch of our members that are here that are joining us at the live event. I'm very much looking forward to meeting each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much. And we're looking very much to helping you scale. So any questions about scale, we will be addressing. Again, if you didn't see the recording from yesterday's training, I highly recommend that you do. All right, next questions coming in. Let me get to them. All right, so people asking about variations. You spoke about that. In fact, Serge, you've just created a video about that. Is there anything you want to add other than they should be watching the videos that you've created today?
Yes, I've created a video. It's very interesting. And the reason, what I've explained there, I show how I list a product with variation. And then there is one product that I've listed and it did not go through. I especially wanted to show you this can happen. And I wanted to explain what to do in this case. Okay, so it could happen that you're going to list a product and it's not going to go through. Then there's plenty of other products. Just look to list other products on your account. Okay, so you can see it's a simple and easy to follow video. I highly recommend you guys to watch all the videos. And if you are listening, there's something I want to mention as well, that I've made a modification for a video regarding listing your first item, the first item on Be Global. Please watch that video again, because I've made some changes. It's really important. It's quite at the beginning. It's called How to List an Item on the first product, actually. I can tell you exactly the name of that video. I'd like you to all watch it and see it, because there's a couple of things that we need to few set up, not something urgent, I mean big, but small things to modify. The video, I'll tell you exactly the name. It's called Listing Product to eBay with the Monitor. Okay, so that's the name of the video. I think it's the number 10, maybe, the 10th video. So just watch that one again, because that's really important. Okay, that will help you, and it's explain, and I just basically explain about good till cancel, that you must make sure that we use all our product in good till cancel. It's very, very important.
Okay, guys, a bunch of people that missed yesterday's training, I've just wrote into the chat box a link straight to that training. We do go over, those who are falling a little bit behind, we actually share with you some important steps just to give you guys some overview. Plus, we talk about scaling and the steps that we're going through right now in the videos that Serge is creating. And it's all in that video. It's about an hour and a half. Please watch it. That was great training. Thank you for the reaction. Yoshi says that he wasn't, everyone, by the way, was invited to that. Yoshi, I'm sending you the link. And I'm surprised some people didn't get the access emails to it. Yoshi, just check that you are getting emails from us if you can and confirm. I know you're extremely dedicated, so please check, make sure you are getting all the emails from us. We sent a couple over the last couple of days to remind everyone about that. All right, next question coming in. Let me just get to it. What is the Seller Hub and how can it help me? Okay,
so the Seller Hub is it's a feature that we get. It's free of charge. Everyone can get it. It's simple. You can just access this feature, and it's just going to help you to understand better your account. You can analyze your account. There's so many features on the Seller Hub. And the one thing I've explained, I'm going to make quite a few videos about the Seller Hub, and you will be able to understand better in future why you're not having enough sales. And you will be able to see it yourself after a while. And once you understand it, you won't need to ask anyone. You'll be able to go straight to the Seller Hub and analyze it yourself. Okay, and I'll make videos about that. It will be very, very easy to follow. So yesterday I've made a video that show you right now how you can use the Seller Hub to find the trending product, the product that there is a need right now, starting now to be in trend. And that will help you because as a few people ask me what type of product I should list now from Big Global. There's so many products. So in that video, you will be able to see what are the good trending product to follow. And then you'll find those niches in the Big Global. So it will definitely help you. Okay, I hope this
this is very helpful. Okay. There's so many, I've seen this question before, but I can see there's a few people asking it. So there are many Chinese sellers that sell similar products for half the price. Why would anyone buy from me?
Okay, so this is something interesting. They asked me before this question. So there's a couple of things you got to understand, okay? Number one, we cannot compare products in the US compared to products from China. First of all, quality. And secondly, a person who's going to buy it from Big Global is going to get his product within 2 days. And if they're buying it from a Chinese seller, he doesn't know the quality of the product, and he doesn't know how long it will take the product to reach him, to arrive to his place, you see. So I know this for experience that most people rather pay a little bit more money, but at least they know that within 2 days they'll get the product at their house. And another thing is that you also got to understand that when a seller from China sends a product to the United States and the buyer in the US is not happy, he's not going to ship it back to China. You know, it's way more complicated. Well, Big Global, if there is a case when someone is not happy, he can just send back the product and get a refund. And this is something that there's no way that you'll get it with a Chinese seller. They're not going to provide it.
Not going to happen. Not going to happen. Okay. Sam, if you can reach out to Benjamin, can you see Benjamin's comment? If you right click on Benjamin, you get his email and answer his questions. Unfortunately, he had to leave. If you can take care of that, I'd very much appreciate it. Sam, just confirm me you got that. Excellent. Okay, next question coming in. Okay, how can I succeed on eBay when there are so many more experienced sellers with more feedback and more experience and higher selling limits? If you could ask that question to Alex, who's already knocking out daily sales like crazy. So the fact is, it is working for many of our members. Perhaps you can just share the psychology, or perhaps the reason why it's working, as opposed to how can it work.
I think there's two ways. I really believe that there's a lot to do with mindset and what is your belief. If you think it's really difficult, that's what you're going to experience. You know, it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you got to have the positive attitude. You got a lot of support here. from everyone in the team. We really want you to succeed. So the thing is, just take action. And in terms of when you competing with other sellers, you must understand that eBay want to help the new sellers, because they want to encourage you to sell on the platform. So they just want you to see that you're active, you take action on a daily basis, and you will see that you will get result as long as you keep taking action every day. That's what they want to see, and that's what's gonna help them to see you as a sales seller, someone who is investing time and is taking his business seriously. So that's all you got to do. You see, it's not something too complicated. You don't have to do something that's way too difficult. It's just list product every day. You can optimize a bit the titles, and you can do promoted listing. And that will bring more views and also more sales in your account.
Okay, Randy just has tried now to connect to B Global. It's got an issue. Sam, you can see Randy Haddad's important issue. We can deal with that ASAP. I'd very much appreciate it. Okay, last minute questions. Okay, of all the lists, of all of Alex's B Global listings, how many is he using promoted list feature for? So I'm not sure if Alex is still here, but Lynn is asking you, Alex, how many of those products, you've got so many of them, are you actually doing this for? Randy, we're going to be on top of that. Appreciate your patience. It's going to be worthwhile, and I'm very, very sorry that you haven't managed. I think Randy just joined yesterday or 2 days ago, but we'll take care of you. Okay, Champ CEO, I'm not sure what your real name is. Yeah, Sam, we can give you the link as well. You should watch the video from yesterday. It actually shares more information about it. This is certainly not a webinar about that. Let me just send you that link, Champ. Champ, would love to know your name. Tell us what your real name is, because you are a champ, and we want to make sure you are a champ with eBay as well. Very much appreciate it. Okay. Guys, what I'd like to ask, this is, I think, as we approach the end of the hour, for those of you that are having a hard time, I'd like to know in one sentence, if you still haven't made a sale, what is the one thing that is holding you back? If I could do abracadabra and we could fix that one thing that you feel is missing, what is it? I want to know. Really, every single person here should at this stage, especially if you joined or you started, maybe you joined a couple of weeks ago, could only start recently, but on the basis that you started when we started a couple of weeks ago, you guys should be in a situation you've made a sale. If you haven't, I want us to look deep inside of ourselves and tell me what you think the issue is, because this is something that, from our perspective, until everyone is selling, we have not succeeded. And that's not going to happen. We will not, and we do not accept defeat that easily. So we need to know what the issue is. Product listing issues, Fortune. Okay, Fortune, please reach out to Sam. Dr. Fortune, sorry. Please reach out to Sam and share with him what the issue is. We've got to get on top of whatever you're experiencing. I know Dr. Fortune is in the UK. Please reach out to Sam, support@reallysuccessful.com, Dr. Fortune, and he'll get on top of that for you. I just need to list a lot more products. Gary, you know what you need to do. It's a good thing we've got a weekend ahead of us. Let's do it, right? Yeah, football season's over, so our excuses are getting smaller, so please do it. Stephanie has an issue there. Technical question. Stephanie, your address is support@reallysuccessful.com. Please let us know what that issue is, and we'll get on top of it. And okay, not all sellers are leaving me feedback. Okay, so Jessica's brought a bunch of products, but she's not getting enough feedback. Serge, anything you want to add to someone that's having a hard time not getting enough feedback?
If you don't get feedback, you can wait 2 weeks after you buy the product. You give the seller a feedback. In most cases, you'll get the feedback straight away. There's also a way that you can do when you buy from another seller. You can just check feedback left to others on the feedback page. When there is all those feedback, and then you see when the last time he left a feedback. If he gave the same day or the day before, you know that you most probably will get the feedback. But there's so many other sellers. Don't put too much energy on the 1 or 2 sellers who don't give a feedback.
Let's do a quick, let's see if we can do a quick hot seat here. Candy says, I started adding listings this week. I'm not sure why I haven't had a sell yet. Candy, do you have a microphone? I just want to see if you've got a microphone, Candy. Give us a big yes if you have. Gary says the football season's over. No, Mike says, Candy, I wanted you to do a hot seat. Okay. So is someone here adding, is there someone here that feels they're doing absolutely everything? They're following the videos and they haven't yet got a sell. Is there anyone like that feels, I just don't get it? There's something, and you've got a microphone. I want to end off by doing, Candy, next time we'll do a hot seat with you. Just keep on going, Candy. You've only done it for a week. Just please keep going. And next week we're going to hear from you. We're going to hear from you a sell, right? So Candy, you're as we want to see you have that sweet feeling of a sale, no pun intended. Okay, guys, anyone that is doing it and hasn't made a sale. Lynn, do you have a microphone? Okay, no. Okay, let's get Joseph here. First of all, I love the name Joseph. Let me see if we can get Joseph. And Serge, I need you to get your smart hat on here. We're going to get to Joseph, and we're going to find out what Joseph might be doing. He could do better. Not saying he's doing anything wrong. Joseph, are you there?
Read on, and they can have.
Oh, we can't hear you, Joseph. You sound extremely soft. Joseph, one more time. Looks like Joseph has done a runner. And we can't hear Joseph. You know, there's 2 Josephs. Maybe I got the wrong Joseph. Let's try this Joseph. Joseph. Are you there? Oh, now I can hear you. Wonderful. There's 2 Josephs, and one of them we couldn't hear, and one we can hear very clearly. Joseph, where are you calling in from, my friend?
I'm calling in from Saudi.
Saudi Arabia. Okay, you're just a stone throw away from me then. That's great. Tell us what's going on. How long? Share with us. What are you doing? And we're going to get to the bottom of this, guys. This would be a good case study so we can find out what might be going on. Tell us what you are doing first, and then we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Well, basically, I've been following the videos to the T. And I started listing, I think, about 3 or 4 days ago. Listening to the webinar tonight, and I think yesterday, I think I realized that perhaps one of my problems is that I've not listed enough products, and I've not.
How many products have you listed, Joseph?
At the moment, I've got 18 products.
There you go.
18 products, but initially I found it a bit tedious trying to optimize titles, and I think probably I wouldn't say that's what slowed me down, but you know, I think I can exert a bit more effort in actually putting products in the store.
So you're saying you're thinking that right now strategically just get more products in the store first, optimize later. Maybe you spend too much time on the optimization and haven't added enough products. That sounds to me pretty logical, especially what we heard before from Alex. Serge, is that a fair assessment? That perhaps you said it all the time, Serge. Add 10 products a day. Get your limitation. By the way, you're in Saudi, so you can phone up the Far East. It's easy for you. You can get on the phone after this webinar and speak to the Far East. Actually, no, not yet. In a couple of hours' time, you'd have to speak to the Far East. But you need to get that. Obviously, remove limitations. Add products 10 a day, every single day, and you will make sales. It's not. It's just unavoidable. Unfortunately, statistically, it is unavoidable. You have to make sales of this. So, Serge, is there anything you want to add to Joseph?
I think that, as Barry said, it's very important to keep doing it on a daily basis. Are you adding products every day?
I've missed a couple of days. I think the bulk of my product adding was in the first 2 days, but you know, I'm kind of not overwhelmed, but I have a lot of other things that's going on as well. You know, And so the only time I can list products is like now, and it's like 11 o'clock at night here now.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
so
should be your first focus. There's a couple of things I'm going to add, okay? Because I'm seeing a lot from support. I'm going and looking at some of these tickets from our members, and I'm seeing the successes. I'm seeing people that are having issues. Number one is that daily adding of products every single day. Just do it. It's the most important thing you can do. Number two, this is something you're going to be able to outsource. So you're not going to have to do this forever, Joseph. And in fact, you can outsource it right now, to be honest. But I'm just on the presumption that you first want to get your sales in through the door, and then you'll feel comfortable. You can get outsourcing in the Far East, in the Philippines, for $2-3 an hour. You can get someone spending 2 or 3 hours for you a day for $4 or $5, and just don't drink a cup of coffee in the Saudi version of Starbucks, right? We've never done a webinar for Saudi, so we'd have to come up with a name. What's the name of the Starbucks in Saudi?
it is Starbucks.
Okay, so it's Starbucks Saudi. Great. So instead of doing that, maybe that's what you could do. So I want everyone to realize that the consistency, I know it can be tedious. You don't have to do this forever. And we're just recommending you do it at the beginning so you know what you're outsourcing, you know what you're doing. Just do it, get another 20, 30 products up. If you want to outsource it, outsource it. It's dirt cheap. And the consistency is the key. Remember, what we said yesterday, eBay is looking to see who is serious, who wants to build a business with them, and who's going to work with them. If you are inconsistent, well, you do it for 2 days, then you disappear for 3 days because you are, you're in the Saudi sun and you're basically getting a tan over there when everyone else is suffering in the winter in America. So they think you're not serious. They think you're just sunbathing. But if you can do this consistently, they know, Joseph, you're serious. Right? And this won't let you down. I'm telling you, if you can show consistency, eBay wants to drag you away from every other type of e-commerce platform out there. They will promote your product even before you do the optimization.
I am doing stuff to the actual store daily, but I think I need to up my workload. And tonight I plan to yes.
I want to ask you, what sort of prices of product are you choosing?
Well, I followed your advice, and I've stuck to low-end products. My most expensive product is, I think, $26.
Okay.
And I only just added 2 products just now that are in the $100 range.
You got excited with Alex, eh? Yeah. Okay, that's good. But listen, do me a favor, Joseph. Please take 7 days. Do this for the next, at least, even, maybe if you're taking a day off, then do it early in the morning or something. But for the next 7 days, add 10 products, get over your limit, speak to eBay, add 10 products every day. 7 days from now, I want you to join us on our next Q&A session, and I want a update on where you are. I'd be very surprised you're not going to see sales, but can you commit for 7 days, and then we can think about outsourcing cheaply, and you can get someone else to do this for you. Do we have a deal?
That's my plan. I got my limit increased to 100 straight after yesterday's webinar.
Wonderful.
And I want to fill that up, and then I'll call them again. And
can I ask
actually, I did encounter a bit of an issue, actually, to be quite honest. I listed some electricals because initially I was listing baby clothing, and then I went and I called them up, and because it was Valentine's. This was a few days ago. I thought, well, let me see if I can get some perfumes in. But I remembered what Serge said, and I called them up and inquired about it. And they said it was okay as long as I didn't list, huge numbers from any one particular, seller or person. And so I didn't do that. I listed, 2 from each. I listed about, I think, 8 perfumes, or maybe more than 8, but only 2 from each person. And then they restricted my account. They blocked my account.
Can I say something to you, Joseph? Perfume is a very delicate product. I wouldn't go for perfume at the beginning, because it's there's too much issue with that at the beginning. I would say at least. So
I called them up and they removed the restrictions, but then I took them off anyhow.
Well, that's an interesting point. The other thing I would say, though, in terms of Valentine, if you're listing like a day ago for Valentine, And we know we've got 2 days turnover in order to get the product out. So it's going to miss Valentine's by the time it arrives. So you're going to be hard pressed to get people to want to buy something that's going to arrive after Valentine's. And this is part of the process. And a lot of people asking this in terms of yesterday's training, is that when we're talking about preparing your marketing plan for the next 6 months, is really not just knowing what the big events are happening, but when to start preparing for them and setting for them, right? You don't start for setting for Christmas on the 23rd of December. Most people, maybe in Russia you would, because you probably have another month. But outside of that, you wouldn't do it. It may have been a mistake in terms of focusing on Valentine's 2 days before Valentine's, because the chances are no one's going to buy it's too late. But
I think that
anyway,
was a bad move.
Okay, but Joseph, please come back to us next week. I want to get an update from you. You get some consistency, and we'll be there for you. If you need anything, you let us know. Thank you for sharing your time with us.
Can I make one suggestion as well? Perhaps you can, the product that you're going to list, try to do promoted listing for those products. And see what happens, okay? So this is, you'll see the video, one of the last video I've added. So that maybe this will also help.
Wonderful. Let's do one more. Guys, was this helpful? Who'd like to do one more hot seat with us? I know we're past the hour. Serge, can you do another 5 minutes?
Of course, absolutely.
You're a good man. Okay. Lynn. We've got Lynn. Lynn. Let's see if we can find Lynn. She says she has one. And I like these challenging ones. But guys, I want to see something really challenging, because so far, and I've seen this I went into support today and looked at some comments that are coming in. It seems every person that has had an issue so far getting sales, there's been something very fundamental. It's not like something extremely delicate. It's very fundamental. They're not listing every day. They're not being consistent. They aren't doing what they're meant to be doing on a regular basis. They've only got 10 products. They've only got 15 products in their store. It is a numbers game, guys. It's all it is. If you're consistent and you show eBay that you're consistent, you guys will be unstoppable. But if you're inconsistent, we cannot commit that you're going to make sales, right? Maybe a bunch of you will be very lucky, and I hope you are lucky. But consistency is the most important thing, because guys, I don't want you making sales. I want you making sales on it every single day. And to get that, you've got to be very consistent. All right. Hopefully, Lynn will be able to stump us, because I'm looking for something.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you loud and clear, Lynn, and we love your enthusiasm. Thank you so much for being part of our community.
Thanks.
All right, let's hear it. What are you doing and what's going on?
Okay. I think I have almost 200 items on, and I have yet to make a sale. And I have other things, because I've been listing on eBay for a very long time, just vintage things. So I have a store that's been established for, I believe, since 2004.
Okay, before Serge, you say what you're about to say, and based on my research, and tell me, Serge, if you think I may have something going here. It seems to me that one of the benefits of what's going on in our little universe here, and we have like 85 people that are making sales already from scratch. I think every case I've seen for people that are running into us are people that are getting started, first time, etc. on eBay. I'm just questioning Serge. Is there anything is there perhaps, I know you're not like an insider of eBay, I'm just guessing here, and tell me if you think I may be right. Do you think it may be a little bit of a disadvantage if you're using an established store, as opposed to using a store that is brand new and eBay saying, oh my goodness, they're new and they're taking action? Maybe I'm talking nonsense, but I'm throwing it out there.
I think they got some they do prefer some new accounts in a way, because that's they know it's a new seller. They want to give him a chance as well. And then I'm not exactly sure. You sound like you know what you're doing. You have your experience, but maybe, and especially if you're listing your own product, then you haven't listed with a monitor. You've been doing your own manually, right?
Well, yeah, initially for the last over almost 20 years I've been selling on there. But just like I would do yard sale items and, make a decent profit on vintage items. I've never got into the drop shipping version of it, and that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to build this business to be more income viable instead of just, a few $100s a month. I just wanted to get past that.
Lynn,
that-
how many products are you adding a day? If you could tell us the process, how long have you been doing this? When did you start listing big global products? And how many are you listing every single day?
Every single day, like one day I listed like 60, and yesterday I listed like 5, but I consistently built every day. I listed something, and
Okay.
I'm up to like 200 at the moment.
Okay, and when did you start, if I may ask? When was the first day you started doing the Speed Global products?
Listing them Sunday.
Okay, so from Sunday until Thursday, in 5 days up to 200, one day 60, one day 5, one day 20, one day 3. It surged. Is that a problem? Is that like a lack of consistency?
I prefer that you don't do too many. Rather do maybe every day the same amount of quantity, at least close to that. Another suggestion I wanted to make, I don't know if you could do that, perhaps to try to do that on a new account. Is that possible, that you just to see
I've never opened an account before other than the one that I've had for all these years. I just didn't know if that gave me an advantage or a disadvantage, or I didn't really know.
You're selling. When was the recent sale you had with with your account? The latest sale?
I sold something yesterday, day before yesterday. I sold a vintage. I sold 3 vintage items this week.
Okay.
Like I was hoping I would sell a B global item, but it seems my items are still selling. They're just vintage things that are, I can't replace them.
Are you doing auction sales or?
No, I don't do any auction sales. I do buy it now best offers, and I don't do any best offers on the B global because I don't there's a lot more profit margin in the items that I'm selling myself because I just get them so cheaply. But I just do buy it nows with B global. I promoted a couple auctions.
So
I optimized. I spent like 2 days after I listed the bunches of items. I spent like 2 days going through your videos on optimization, and I retitled everything. And I went on the title list, title that shows you that website you put in that shows you how to title items. And I went through all that and retitled everything and capitalized everything in hopes that, that would not be a stumbling block. So, I feel like I'm following the program. It's just not happening yet.
Okay, it's a short amount of time in all fairness, it's 5 days. So those 2 things, maybe a new account and consistency, 10 items a day. Don't do like radical 63, 5, and 7. It needs to be consistent. We're going to do this for 1 week, and I want you to report back on that. Serge, is there anything else? It seems that they do love these new accounts. I mean, they really, really are focusing on them by what I've seen so far. And I don't know anything about eBay. I just know from our own members who are having success. So those 2 things alone should be enough to get you some solid ground there. So Lynn, will you be able to focus on this in the next 7 days and report back to us next week?
Okay, great.
All right, and if you need anything in the meantime, and especially if you get traction, let us know, right?
Okay, definitely.
If something happens, got to let us know. We want to get on top of it. But I'm feeling that those 2 things seem pretty solid. Serge, is there anything else you want to add to Lynn?
I wouldn't mind if you want to send us later your account name. I could look at it.
Sure.
Okay, and then I can maybe Sam will send you a message after. I mean, in the next few days, and tell you.
Yeah, Sam, if you could reach out to Lynn and get her whatever she can show. I'd love Serge and Lynn, if you don't mind us, maybe Serge could create a little video around it and do a critique. If you feel uncomfortable, just let us know.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay, you're a sport. I appreciate that, Lynn. So, Serge, this would be amazing content for our members. If you could take a look at her account, maybe shoot a video, share 3, 4 comments, whatever you have that you think you should change. We'll get that back to you, Lynn, after the weekend. You apply it during the course of next week, and then let's get a report back on Thursday. That could be really dynamic.
Okay. So just send me an email, and I'll just respond.
Right. If you don't hear, just send an email to Sam at reallysuccessful.com. Just send it straight to him. That may be the fastest.
Okay. Thank you very much.
We're not going to let you down, Lynn, and your enthusiasm is contagious. And guys, all I can say in closing is I think this is a really good idea. We could do some of these things, Serge, where people, if there is someone that's got an issue of any kind, I think we could start maybe doing maybe one of the videos a week. We could perhaps just take a look at people's accounts, share some comments. They're going to make the changes, and voila, we see them a week later and see the changes that it makes, right? I think that could be very, guys, would that be helpful for you? If we could show you some examples of Serge diving into people's accounts and changing their successes. I just want to make sure you guys would be happy with that. I don't want to waste Serge's time unless it's really going to help you guys. All right, everyone's going yes. All right, so as they say, they are going bonkers. Perfect. All right, let's wrap this up, Serge. Just tell everyone, what is their homework? What is it that you absolutely want to see them do in the next 7 days? Especially, you know, number one, what they should be doing, and two, what they should be doing now, because you've added all these extra videos after the last week or two. What do you want to see happen in the next 7 days from everyone?
I want, first of all, if you could look at the video that I mentioned that talks about how you list a product. You know, it's I tell you that it's called listing products to eBay with a monitor. Okay, I think it's the number. That's the first video I want you to watch, because there's a couple of modifications that you need to do on the listing. I highly recommend to view again the latest video for the last week. There's about 24, 25 videos already from Big Global. It's quite a lot of good information. And what I want to ask you as well is maybe test the promoted listing. See if you can test a bit. You can test, and some you'll do 1-2%, maybe you do 5% even, just to see the result, see the number of views that you will get from doing promoted listing. You might have items that there's hardly any views, and start doing some promoting listing. It doesn't cost money, it's free of charge, and then hopefully this will generate more sales. Okay, and if you could optimize a little bit the title, just maybe some of you don't have enough time for that, but maybe
not all the products, maybe some of the products.
Exactly.
Start doing that.
Exactly. So if you choose to do promoted listing, try to improve the title, maybe add 1 or 2 good keywords. Okay, some of those titles are very short, like 3-4 words. It's not enough to attract buyers to those listings. Okay, so that's my suggestions.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Guys, I'm just curious. I just want to say welcome again, Jim. Welcome. Looking forward to seeing you at our live event. Those of you who haven't seen the training from yesterday, please do so. And anyone that's like deliberating about coming to the live event, please let us know at support. If you've got any questions whatsoever. I want to make sure, guys, that the experience is exactly what you want it to be in terms of eBus. And I know there's a lot of you that are asking about scaling. I just want to take this by the horns. I want to grab this and forward and drive forward. If that is you and you are looking to do that, guys, please look at the video from yesterday. Any questions about the live event, please reach out to Sam at support. That's support@reallysuccessful.com. Don't forget, Monday, the CEO of B Global will be here. Please mark that into your diaries. I do forget if it's 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Eastern. There will be an email reminding you on Sunday. Please, everyone, try and be here. This is a very special person that's doing an awful lot for our community. I want to honor him, and he's going to honor us with some very important insider information. And I think it's going to be helpful for you guys to learn from him. And he's a shy guy, but my goodness, this is a superstar who's going to be joining us on Monday. So guys, I just want to get your last comments. Please give us one sentence, how you feel your experience is going with eBus, what we can do for you, how today's training was, and make sure you're going to be here on Monday. And we've got an action-packed week ahead. Serge, big things are happening next week, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a very interesting week. I'm going to add more videos. So it's going to be interesting. You'll see more video coming during the next coming week. Okay.
Awesome. And Ron, Ned, thank you for all your kind comments. Very much appreciated. And thank you for these comments. Great training and help. Thank you. This is going to be great, says Kent. Feeling excited. Going to get it going, says Gary. Gary, I saw your enthusiasm. Yes, football season apparently is now come to an end. I feel so optimistic, hopeful about this entire experience, says Candy, who is the sweetest person I know. And it says some very nice things. Thank you, Candy. Amazing training. You guys are awesome, says Erica. Thank you so much. Great call. Good to see such great support, says Randy. You are amazing. Love it. Thanks, says Ulrika. Very kind words, guys. Getting ready to crush it, says Joseph, all the way there in Saudi. Sylvia, thanks all. Thank you, RS and Serge. Thank you all. Thanks. I'll definitely finish the rest of the training today. Yoshi, if you need anything, reach out to support. We need to get you up and make sure you get some major traction, Yoshi. So you can report back to all of your friends there that basically are watching you as you grow this. And I'd love you, Yoshi, to be able to use this as a case study and help others who are trying to build an eBay business as well. And you can share with them some insights. Only I think everyone here would like you to keep B Global rather quiet. Very encouraging, amazing. Will today's training be uploaded? Yes, it will be, Alan. And Alan, I'm just going to send you again a link. Did you join us yesterday? If you didn't, I'm just going to send you a link. You should see it right now. Our good friend, Alan Goldberg. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll be back next week, Monday. And again, we'll do a Q&A Thursday. Tons of videos on their way on a daily basis. Please check the members area. Any issues, support@reallysuccessful.com. Please don't be embarrassed to ask questions. No question is taboo. I don't want anyone feeling that they're being left behind or something they didn't understand and throwing in the towel. That's unacceptable. We're not throwing in the towel. We're going to make sales. And then the next step is consistent sales. When we get to consistent sales, we need to increase our percentages from 3% to 20%. We're going to be talking about that on Monday, by the way, how members are getting sometimes 3%, 4%, 5% of their listings are making sales. We need to get that to 20, 30%. And we got an eBay mega winner. The CEO of B Global will be joining us on Monday talking about that and scaling. So we see you guys on Monday. Thank you, Serge. Thank you, Sam. Guys, have a brilliant weekend. Take action. Bye-bye.